So first we need to see lowest common multiple, whereby we are identifying the multiples of two numbers and whichever that are the smallest. So if you understand what multiples are basically the timetable. So let's say multiples of 3 is 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, so on and so forth. And then if I want multiples of 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Let's just continue this a little bit. 21, 24, 27, 28, 32. Then if I want multiples of 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, so if you look at this, they have common multiples. So for example, what are the common multiples of 3 and 4? So it's not something completely new here. We just need to identify what is the lowest common multiple here, because we can utilize it in terms of fractions. So if you look at the common multiples of 3 and 4, you can actually see 12 is one of them, 24 is one of them, and so on and so forth. You will actually see more and more as you go by, because they will overlap each other. So the common multiples of 3 and 4 will be 12, 24, I would say 36, maybe like 48, so on and so forth. So those are the common multiples that you will see. So as you can see, the ones that we have listed out is 12 and 24. So these two are considered to be the common multiples of these two numbers. But what we're looking for now is the lowest. So this is not something completely new or foreign. You know multiples already, you just need to join them together to form this concept of lowest common multiple. So this is 12 here, which is the lowest common multiple. 12. So this is how you get your LCM of 3 and 4 is equals to 12. So sometimes you'll think that, oh, Mr. Liao, this one we just multiply this together and then we get the answer. But that's not the case. Sometimes it is, sometimes it is not. Okay, these are only applicable to smaller numbers. If it gets bigger, then not really. So let's try the one that is given here. The work example is 4 and 7. So let's just list out 4 already, and then let's list out multiples of 7. So we got 7, 14, 21, 28, 35, and you can see already, you can actually find one, then you can actually stop. 28 is the first one. And then if you get 28, then good to go. The other one is also 28, then we're done. So the lowest common multiple of 4 and 7, 8 is also 28. Why? So LCM of 7 and 4 is also 28. This is just a coincidence that they are the same. Okay, let me just prove it to you. Let's find the lowest common multiple of 4 and 16. This is very obvious because 16 is already a multiple of 4. So I would definitely say that the LCM is 16. But never mind, let's just list it out. So multiples of 4, 4, 8, 16, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, so on. Multiples of 16. Immediately, the first one you can see already. So how do we get this? It seems to me that there is no particular pattern here, but actually there is a way to go around it. In order to find lowest common multiples, we must, well, divide until the end or factorize until the end. Whereas it's for highest common factor is a little bit different, but for lowest common multiple, we need to factorize until the end. So let's try it out. What does it mean? Write down 4 and 16 here, and we are going to use a factorization. We're going to see what is a common factor first. The common factor here, we can just both can be divisible by 2. So I get 2 and 8. And I can still divide both by 2 again. You get 1 and 8. But for lowest common multiple, we are not going to stop until the end. Sorry, not 8. Here is 4. We're going to go until the end. But you can, okay, you can stop here if you want to. There are some people that stop here and say that, oh, okay, since I cannot factorize both, I'm just going to use all of these to multiply. Yes, you can do it this way. So LCM of 4 and 16, this is the easier version. So 2 times 2 times 1 times 4, you get 16. But this doesn't give you a big difference between HCF. So what I will normally teach the students is we go 4 and 16 again, and we divide by 2 and get 2 and 8, and we divide by 2 again, get 1 and 4, and we continue to divide it until both is 1. Okay, this only applies to LCM, which is the lowest common multiple. You can factorize only one side. You can factorize both together, and you can factorize only one side. This only applies to your LCM, your lowest common multiple. So when you do this already, you can actually see LCM is equals to, just take whatever's on the side here, and you're good to go. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2, 16, and you're done. Okay, once you do this, then this is how you actually find out what your lowest common multiple is. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe.